So another look at the start then. Timosyanov hooking up really nicely on the run down to turn one. Demoustier tried to go around the outside, and if you compare that to yesterday, Morris, we've been saying it a lot, but there's a lot less dust on the outside line.
He would never have even thought about going there based on yesterday's conditions. But remember, it is the first race, so the circuit is going to be in the best conditions. So this is a chance for him to set up their best lap times. Where did Ollie get it wrong?
He got it wrong on the exit, just slightly too early, and I think then because the tyre bell was on the outside there, a bit of object fixation around. So,
but that's just lack of track time.
Yeah,
really.
you said, I mean, you know, if you think he missed all of Q1, all of Q2, basically he's had 12 laps. You know, the other guys are at least 8 laps ahead of that.
So
but
tough.
Good to see him back out, and of course that is thanks to the team which won this first race, Timosyanov's team, GRX, lending Bennett a turbo, and that's enabled the Mini to be back out today. So great to see that happening, I say, at a World Championship level. Talk us through this start, Marius.
What an amazing start, because actually Nicholas Gronholm got a great launch, but the two teammates working together for OMSI coming to close the door, look at the contact, and Larson said, thank you, you guys fight for it. I'm going to show you some cool driving skills around the outside.
He backed out of the first corner battle on the brakes. What was interesting to me, he backed right out of it, stuck him behind, and then goes, actually, do you know what, I'll have a look.
But that is now, with the clean conditions on the outside, you're able to confidently put your car on that outside line through turn one and line yourself up for turn two. But great work. But this Larson did so well. Look how defensively he shut the door here on Baumanis. And Baumanis got held up here, and that is where his race went. Backwards, backwards, backwards.
Tricky for those guys, because obviously if you joker early, you stand a chance of meeting the slower guys in your quali race. That's, of course, why you want to be in with the quick guys, because you can joker when you want. You're unlikely to catch the pack. But Ericsson jokering early, managing to catch up with the pack very early in the race, and that, of course, put him in pole position. Basically, when everybody else jokered, he took the front of the pack. Great drive, Kevin Ericsson. Take a look back at the start. Absolutely hooked up, look, and as he said, he was secure to be not passed in the first corner.
Well, that was critical. He had the line in. Turn one, we know, is the quickest line. New rubber. To have a look at Timo Scheider trying to go around the outside, being aggressive here, trying to hold on that position, but this is where him and Shishirin got held up, and he chose to go for that joker lap early, but load, just precision, pinpoint accuracy and driving. Nice having your teammates supporting you as well.
Yeah, not really in any danger, was he? Scheider, I think, if he'd been a couple of metres further forward on the exit of turn one, he might have been able to make that work. But have a look at this from Sebastian Loeb. We saw 3 perfect laps on the standard lap. In here, look. Interesting. No, okay, fine. So, gets it stopped, anchored up, gets it straight. What Hansen was trying to do yesterday, but Loeb made it to the apex, and that's the difference. And he takes the fastest joker lap of the weekend as well. Brilliant drive by Loeb. Can anyone beat him in the last race of Q3? Well, just perfect is about right, isn't it? Look at this. Kristofferson on the inside. Nice angle for the start there for us to see as well that it was equal between him and Ekstrom. Backwards slotted in behind. In fact, the two teammates slotted in behind. Timmy went for the round the outside, but he didn't quite get enough turning, it seems, Marius.
But what happened is Matthias had a good start, but Timmy actually came from the outside and squeezed him and lined that up. So that is now an option for the guys going around the outside. But I cannot believe how quick and smooth Jan Kristofferson is showing his class. Double world champion for very good reason.
Absolutely brilliant drive by him. Knocking tenths off the standard lap, knocking tenths off the joker lap, knocking 1.1 second off the time of Sebastian Loeb. We thought it was unbeatable. It turns out, of course, it wasn't. There's only one person who's unbeatable at the minute, and that is Johan Kristofferson. Is that a sign he's going to make 11 out of 12? Here you go then, these are the standings after Q3. Sebastian Loeb, in fact, is still the top qualifier at this point, but we've seen the pace of Johan Kristofferson. After that disaster in Q1, he wins Q2 and Q3 to drag himself up to P2. Timmy Hansen and Solberg, so we've got 2 Peugeots and 2 Volkswagens in the top 4. We then have the 2 Audis, P5 and P6. So at the minute, the Audis on equal qualifying points and, of course, fighting for P2 in the championship are going to be on row 2 in the semi-finals. They will desperately want to make it up to the front row. Kevin Hansen 7th, Anton Markland doing well down in 8th. But of course, this is the pace that matters. Timosyanov, great job, dragged himself up from 15th to 9th. Baumanis has held on to 10th. Can they get that car fixed in time for Q4? Ericsson and Scheider. So Shishirik, Gronholm, Larson and Munich knocking on the door to try and make it through. And look, it's super tight on the points. It's anyone's to get through to the top 12.